I saw it was only in parts because he didn't drop like the full episode of the interview with Swerve, but I saw a couple of parts to be like, wow, let me just make a video about this. So Swerve, during those days, man, NXT was had to been there to see it. You had to come up on the black and gold to really understand and appreciate talent. Like, that's when I started to really pay attention to people on the indies, because Triple H was starting to bring in a lot of guys from the indies. Bring them in, give them a new coat of paint, teach them the right way about some things. They got classes down there, things like that. But this has been really informative because it put a lot of pieces together. Now, when I was in college in Full Sail, and UE, they ran NXT through Full Sail. They have a contract with them. So, like, the program at Full Sail, if you was a part of the show production program or TV Live, things like that, you could be a part of a program to really understand how all this shit works. You know what I mean? I had the privilege of working WrestleMania, Raw, SmackDown, all that shit. Like, I was there. I know how all this stuff is done, and I know how to do all of this shit. I remember seeing Swerve, and like, who's that guy? Because he stood out to me. And the first night that I saw him wrestle, I was behind the camera, and I was like, I like him. Keep a close eye on him. I did that with Pete Dunne, and I did that with Tyler Bate. But so it's crazy to think that he never really got any opportunities, but he did get opportunities. He was saying in his interview about how, like, Triple H and him would, have like a difference in opinion on things. Like, Triple H has his guys. Adam Cole, Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Roode. But he wanted it to be like one of his guys because he always saw himself as a big deal, which he should. He's fucking talented. But he wanted to be one of Triple H's guys. And, Triple H was pretty much using him as kind of like a jobber for people he was elevating, like the Aleister Blacks and all of these people. But you could see that he was getting frustrated. He was talked about how he was getting frustrated with that, having to prove himself to him. I did this work. I'm saying the people love me. The crowd loved me. You had me facing Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship before SmackDown, and you had the whole place on SmackDown chanting my name, let's go Swerve. I come to the back. People bigging me up. Now the next week, you got me down here in Orlando in fucking arm drag classes. What the fuck do I need to learn? I was like, you know what? You got it right. What do I need to learn? Does Triple H has a race problem? Does he have one? Will we see a black champion underneath Triple H's regime? No, but I take that back, because Keith Lee did it under Triple H's regime when he became the NXT champion and the North American champion. So you can't really say it's because of color. So what is the beef? This man said he's been going around for like a year, and after every banger that he put on in NXT, and I seen all of them, everyone, what do I need to do to be a guy, cuz? What do I need to do to be a guy? And he said he asked him that for so many times until one time he was like, you know what? How about you get together and change your look and see what you can come up with, and then we'll talk. Then that's when he came in with the hit row. He said that Shawn Michaels was his guy, and I believe that. Shawn Michaels is for the black culture, because Shawn Michaels ain't nothing but a nigga in white clothing. All right, he gets the youth. That's why NXT is thriving over there. They got all that young talent. They bringing in all these young viewers over there. Going over to CW meant a lot for them. It's pretty unfortunate now that NXT is beating AEW in these ratings each and every week, and sometimes it's not even close. But Swerve was going through a lot like that. Talked about his personal struggles. At the time, he had 2 baby mamas. They was going ham with each other. I was like, damn. You was going through a lot, Chief. And then you try to go and try to see if you can get somewhere in the WWE, and you can't get nowhere. So he was starting to talk to Shawn Michaels. Everybody was like, you got to do this, you got to do that. He was basically saying, I just want the ball. I just want to be one of you guys. And that's all that was. I just want to be one of you guys. I can't wait to see the other parts of it that he drops. He talked about when he got brought up to SmackDown, he was getting paid $300,000 a year. It was like, whoa. So what the fuck happened? What happened? Why did he get released? Like, it's all calculated on when they release people and how they release people and why they release people. Is it because they want to see these people go out, be a bigger star, and then it was like, gotcha, bitch. Come on back. The Jedi mind trick. Don't go off over there. Learn what you can learn, and then come back over here. Is it that? Indy Hartwell was released, I don't know, like last year sometime. That girl has already won a championship right now. Proud of her. You know, she said, AJ Styles said, don't let this be the end of you. Keep going. Keep fighting. If this is what you want to do, go do it. Shit. You know, Swerve. I like Swerve, man. Like, he had a good theme music. I like the hit row. Like, I don't know what happened. That shit just failed. But why? I don't know. But that was that part. I'm interested to see the rest of it. I'll do a part 2 of this because I like this interview so far. And I can't wait to see how he talks about his release because I want to know. I want to know what happened.